right, folks at home, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. Just wrapping up the Skills and Drills Camp live from Little Rock, Arkansas, here at beautiful War Memorial Stadium.
Every day, and you do what you gotta do to be a good person and work hard, you gonna be all right. You will be all right. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care how talented you are, if you don't get your grades right, it doesn't matter. See, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I train guys. I want parents pay me to train their kid. I tell my parents, take some of that money and get them a tutor. Stop spending all that money on training. Take a portion of it and get your kid a tutor. If you take care of academics, you good for eternity. If all you do is play football, you good for this much. We trying to be great for life. Don't be average. Accept the fact. Wake up every day, look up in the morning, and ask yourself, how can I be great every single day? Stop worrying about black, white, gender, and all that other noise. Just be you. Just be you. Be a good human being. Take care of your parents. Get your grades right. Work hard, and it's gonna be all right. You gotta trust me, it's gonna be all right. Yep. All we do is get noisy, man. What about him? What about him? What about him? Nobody cares about him. Another thing, stop posting on Twitter when you go to football practice. Nobody cares. Hey, here's a secret. Everybody goes to football practice. So if you go to football practice, you're another average football player. Just so you know. Man, I went to football practice and I caught a pass. You're supposed to. It don't make no sense to me. Right? Stop it already. Stop. Hey, check it out. You're here today. Everybody else is playing Fortnite. You're doing your part. You're doing your part. But here's the thing, when you leave here, you're gonna see your parents. What you gonna say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Not where we going to eat. What's next? Right? Hey, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Just remember this. Just remember this. Man, I'm telling you. Man, love your parents, love your family, get good grades, act right, and it's gonna be all right, man. The only reason I'm here is because of JJ. Because I believe that Arkansas is full of talented kids that need an opportunity. That's the only reason I'm here. So I love y'all. Work hard. It's gonna be all right.
If you have a Twitter, put your government name and your number or your graduation class. Don't do your nickname. They really looking for you.
Hey parents, I want to talk to y'all. That's all I want to talk to. All right, so kids, everybody up, let's go.
Actually, I have to go. I sprang a toe. Hey, can you inbox me on Semi-Pro? I can see you late in the interview.
All right. On Twitter?
No, on Facebook.
Facebook, all right.
Just inbox us and we'll get you.
Semi-Pro.
Oh.
Big nuts, baby. Say it loud.
Make sure he's stick on.
Shut up. I need the whole state of Arkansas to hear this. What up, man? Big nuts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big nuts! Okay! We gotta go. Hey, parents, y'all come on. Hey, parents, y'all come on.
I gave him 2. I never had a ball. I had 2. No, all the ball.
Parents.
Hey, tell him call.
Hey, parents, y'all come on.
Hey, you tell us.
Hey, you college coaches, come check in with Hope, Arkansas. We got much talent down there.
I feel you. Hey, you got the same word. Hey, everybody here? All the parents here? Hey guys, look. Okay, so not going to make this really eventful or nothing like that. I traveled down here from Dallas to come and be a part of this camp. I'm Clay Mack. I'm a national DB trainer. I train guys like Jamal Adams, Jeff Okudah, a lot of guys. I've had 9 first-round draft picks over the last 4 years or so. It's not about that. Here's what it's about, though. My more high-profile guys, I've had them for a long time. Okay. So the premise of training and developing your kids, guys, is start with rhythm, balance, and coordination. You got to have that. So just watching some of y'all kids today, a lot of them, they don't have good rhythm and coordination. Okay? And I think a lot of times we skip over that fact. And what happens is, as they get older, those skill sets get worse. Okay? They don't naturally, organically get better. Here's a problem that I have. You get to high school, and then all of a sudden, your coach might not can develop that, but he expects that. Okay? Then all of a sudden, your kid is not playing no more, but he was a little league starter. But the rhythm, balance, and coordination side of it, he wasn't held accountable as much because he was a little bit more advanced than everybody. But then all of a sudden, the little league kid that's a star, he's not really playing much on your high school team. What happens is now parents start to blame the coach. Okay, so, well, newsflash, when that coach signed up to be the head coach of your high school, part of his job description is for him not to get your kid recruited. That's not part of his job. In fact, his job is not to develop your kid either. Okay? It's not. So for me, I stopped working camps 10 years ago because I was part of a camp and they told us in our pre-camp meeting not to help the kids that need work. Yes, sir. That turned me off. So even back home, and when I travel around the country, I do clinics. If it's not clinic-based, I don't even do it. Don't even call me, you can't pay me enough, none of that. It's clinic-based. The reason I come up here to Arkansas, because J.J. Meta, I played against him in college. I played at Mississippi State, he played at Arkansas. So I've been knowing him for a long time, okay? So when I come up, it's clinic-based for me, okay? So that's the premise I need you guys to start kind of employing among your own kids, though. All the cones, if you take your kids to training and there's 55 cones on the field, I would be leery of that. Cones, what cones do is test to see where your kids are, okay? Move the cones out the way, because when you go to a football game, there is no cones on the field at all. In fact, the pylons that sets the end zones, those are pylons, those are not cones. The down markers, those are not cones. There are 0 cones on the field. Okay? Take your kid to a rhythm, balance, and coordination expert. Okay? Because I'm science-based. Functional movement, biomechanics, kinetics. That's what I am. I'm a movement guy. I'm a movement specialist. Okay? I'm labeled as a DB specialist. Yeah, but the movement comes before me being a DB specialist. Everybody understand that, okay? You have to have a foundation before you get into position-specific stuff. If not, you're working backwards, okay? So now you're telling your kid to execute something that he don't even really have the platform to execute. He can't do it. And the reason I want to talk to the parents because it's like this. We're trying to build these kids' resume. We're trying to build a skill resume. It's just like when you guys apply for jobs. Either you're going to get the job or you're going to get a second interview based on how valuable you are and how you look into this company. Well, it's the same thing with recruitment, okay? And so speaking of University of Arkansas, since we're here, the defensive back coach that's here, I trained him, okay? So that's what him and I talk about all the time. So if I call him about a kid that I have, he already knows this kid is fully balanced, he have good rhythm, he have good coordination, and the functional movement side of it, he's probably there or he a little bit away, but he could transition maybe to Sam Carter. Everybody understand what I'm talking about? If not, these recruiters are gonna leave your kid at home. And what makes it worse now, guys, is the transfer portal. Is everybody familiar with the transfer portal? Okay? So I talked to a Power 5 school or college dispatcher doing recruiting. They signed 25 kids. 10 of them came out the portal though. 15 high school kids, 10 portal kids. That tells me that the 10 kids they took out the portal, that means 10 high school kids didn't get those scholarships. Okay? So now, not only do your kid have to be better than the kids at their school, they have to be better than the schools and the kids in their district, and then the kids in their area and their region, then the kids better than the state, and then kids that's better in the country. Now they got to be better than the kids that's in the transfer portal as well. Okay? All right? So just yesterday, I was showing my group back home a text that I got from a college coach that texted me and said, hey, Blake, I'm looking for a boundary cornerback, transfer guy, though. That tells me that he's skipping over a high school kid.
Complete products.
Everybody see what I'm saying with that? He's looking for a transfer portal kid instead of a high school kid. So the road is tough for y'all kids now, man. So basically what I'm saying is this. Try to have your kid ready for college by the time he's a junior in high school. Use his senior year in high school as his redshirt freshman year in college. That's how advanced your kids need to be these days. Do everybody understand that? Okay? So stop playing with your kids and really start digging into the root of them, okay? If you're gonna try to blame somebody else for their lack of development. No. When you do that, look yourself in the mirror first and say, start with me first. What did I do? Okay? Now, if you take them somewhere and they didn't get developed, then you can point the finger because you're probably paying that person. Okay? All right? Another thing, too, speaking of paying, what you pay for is what you're gonna get. Okay? Cutting the corners, well, this guy over here, he's convenient, he's close, he's free. Okay, well, if your kid don't develop, blame it on that too. Okay? All right? Okay? So create a budget for that. And pay that. Make that a bill in your house if you want your kid to advance. Everybody got that? Okay? All right? That's pretty much all I wanted, but I just want to give you guys a conscience of that because I know sometimes the parents don't have these talks. People have these talks with the kids, but y'all know these kids can compartmentalize that and then translate that to you guys. They can't do that. They don't have the mental capacity to be able to do that, okay? But we're talking as adults. We know better, okay? And if you don't know better, I'm telling you better, right? And now that you know better, do better and be better. Everybody got it? Now, let all of us get one now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No. Can't do the same thing with the kids. Now. Hey, now let's go. Big time on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big time. Yes, sir. Let's go. Good job.
Hey, they don't even know you was sitting at the draft 3 years ago, wasn't it?
They don't know.
You was sitting at the draft. He was chilling at the draft. Like, what?
SCD Wolverines with the
Oh, hold on, you gotta get this.
Crazy in DFW group when I post this.
Hold on, get this. You gotta get this picture real quick. If you can get this picture for me real quick.
Oh, yeah. I think I can just press it for you.
Yeah, get this picture real quick. I gotta get this. We gotta get this picture. Hold on, get him real quick. Get this picture. All right. Yeah, that's one right there.
This is what you talking about?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that'll conclude the Arkansas Combine Skills and Drills mini camp. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. This is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. My producer came and walked up. I wanted to have this nice back. Scoot over, producer. We're at a beautiful War Memorial Stadium over here. I had to stun on y'all a little bit. But I've got my guy Walker over here, Kendrick Walker, I believe, from Memphis, Tennessee. One of these amazing athletes has been out here competing at the Skills and Drills Combine out here at War Memorial Stadium. So just wanted to get a little bit more information about you, man. So what school are you currently attending and when's your graduation date?
MST, and I don't know my graduation date.
Hey, it's all right. You still in middle school. That's just a fashionable thing to ask kids. You know, a lot of people be knowing now. But either way, man, so you're going into the 7th grade or the 8th grade?
6th grade.
6th grade. So you're a nice size 6th grader, man. So how was your fall season last year, and what are you looking forward to getting involved in your last year of youth football?
Well, it was great. We had a lot of wins and stuff.
Well, I know you come from a pretty elite system. So what are you guys expecting to go on for the fall?
Traveling more. This year we're going to travel more. We're like a full travel team now.
Okay. So outside of football, are you interested in any other sports?
Sometimes basketball.
What do you play in basketball?
I play like small forward when I play basketball.
Okay. So I mean that's a sport that has some similarities to football. Not all the way similar, but it has some similarities. What type of techniques or skills do you take from your basketball game to apply to how do you play football?
Like vision. Like you need to see everything. And like conditioning, you run a lot.
All right. Well, outside of athletics, man, what other kind of things are you interested in? Are you involved in any clubs? Do you have any interests outside of football?
I mean, I like school. Like I'm on AB honor roll in school.
Hey, if you're an AB honor roll, you always bring that up, big dog. So what's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math? Okay, we got a young mathematician. I'm one of them weird guys who love the science but cannot add and subtract. So it's weird like that. So what interests you in math? What's your favorite part of it? What keeps you engaged?
Multiplication.
Multiplication? Okay. So outside of that, man, are you involved in any clubs? Do you have any aspirations to get in any clubs? You know, get into middle school, they have a lot more things available for you guys to get involved with.
Not really.
So you know what I do. Whenever a kid tells me he's not in any clubs, I'm Channing Humphrey. I'm the student council advocate. And you are a well-spoken young brother. It seems like you would do well being in student council, man. Get you some experience with some leadership, help become a pillar in your community. Have you ever considered joining the student council?
I mean, like secretary, it wouldn't be bad. Like president, you gotta do a lot of stuff to president.
Hey, it's year one, man. It's year one. So we gonna run for secretary?
Maybe.
No. That's not how we do this on Semi Pro Live. I have a camera and it's live, so I'm here to apply pressure. So we running for student council, right? Just secretary. I mean, if you lose, who cares? But we gonna run though, right?
Yes, sir.
So right now, you heard it first. Miss Walker, I had a long conversation with you. So your son said he gonna run for student council. I'm gonna call and check in to make sure you did. And if you do run for student council, we're gonna send you some stuff. We got a deal? All right, man. But before we get past that, we've met your supportive mother. Is there any other family members? Still give her a shout out because she deserves it. But is there any other family members, clubs, or organizations that have been supported or you want to bring light to while you have a chance?
Yeah, my auntie and my stepdad.
Ooh, let's put some names on those great people.
Owickamilla LeBron, and then Kansas Jennings.
All right. Well, hey, man, you guys have definitely put on a great show out here. One of the many athletes that we've gotten the opportunity to meet. It's been a great time. And really, we'll be back anytime Arkansas Select has anything going because everything's real organized. They always end on time or early, and their money is always good. Not to mention they have this beautiful stadium, but their money is always good. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. Hi, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi Pro Live. We are here at beautiful War Memorial Stadium in the heart of Little Rock, Arkansas. Now, I've got one of my younger guests. I'm going to let him introduce himself. He's quite the engaging young man. So, where are you from and what's your first and last name, big dog?
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. My name is Xavier Elston.
Okay, man. So, you was out here putting in work. One of the younger guys out here. I believe. How old are you? Are you 6 or 7?
7.
So you a 7U athlete. You came out here to rumble with the big dogs. I think what was the cutoff? 3rd grade. So you were out here playing with a lot of older athletes and still managed to get your name called, make some catches, and make some good defensive plays. What is it about you as an athlete that gives you the ability to still put on a high-level performance, even though the kids are a little bit bigger?
I don't know.
You don't have to know. You're only 7. That's the cool part. So anyway, so we got you out here on the football field. We got a chance to see your football skills. Do you do any other sports outside of football, or is this your main thing?
Main thing.
Main thing. Okay. Do you have any aspirations of getting involved? You got a little bit of length on. You might be able to hoop a little bit. All right. So as far as school, how's school going right now?
Good.
Is it good or great? I want to hear great.
Great.
All right, man. So what's your favorite subject?
Math.
What do you like about math?
You learn things about it.
That's what's up, a young mathematician. All right, man. Well, before we go ahead and wrap this up, is there any shout outs? Anybody who's been supportive of you your whole life, even though it's not that long, but anybody who's been supportive of you your whole life that you want to give a shout out to or shine some light on?
My dad,
Let's put some names on it. Everybody's dad name is Dad.
my mom, and my dad.
No, I mean their government names. Like, I'm Channing Humphrey. We're going to put their names on it.
Okay. Mr. Monterio.
All right, man. Well, hey, big shout out to the whole Montero family. Let's swing around and get him over here. Proud father over here. But, man, before I go, final message. What's your final message to our audience from the Arkansas Combine?
Be great.
That's a great final message. I have nothing to add to it. We'll see you guys next time on Semi Pro Live. Good job. Appreciate you, big dog.